I got some questions and scenarios for you.
I am ready.
That's what you think. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Harley here on Caitlin's channel. I'm back. Today we're going to be doing a get to know me for Caitlin, since, I mean, most of you guys probably know Caitlin, but for those of you who don't or want to get to know her better, or want to learn some things that you might not know about her.
Yeah. Okay, so Harley's going to take my phone and ask me some questions so that you guys can get to know me, and it feels better because we're having a conversation instead of just me coming up with questions and answering them to you guys. Yeah. And then Harley got me this awesome book that is like, just you can explain it.
I got Caitlin a book for Christmas, and it's basically a book that gives you like all these prompts to tell about yourself. And it's like so that you can like pass it down to your kids or like loved ones, so that, you know, they get to know you better at like where you are in your life. And I got it because, was it last year? Your mom had a book kind of like that, and she gave it to Caitlin, and they're like best friends, but like, it's just like little stuff that like doesn't come up in like everyday life, or like things that you like really talk about. Mm-hmm. So it's just like a way to like get really, really close and like know how they feel and like did things. And so I got her a book like that because I knew that she would love it, and she's a writer, so it's like perfect for her.
So she is gonna ask me some questions.
So, you know, Caitlin's name, her middle name is Janelle. So what does your name mean?
Well, so my first name, I'm pretty sure my mom just picked out from a baby book. She was between, she wanted to name me Cheyenne, but so she named me Caitlin, and then my middle name Janelle is my grandma's middle name. My mom's middle name also, and she passed away when my mom had just turned 20 years old.
Yeah. And I love your middle name.
Yes, I do too.
Janelle.
I kind of wish that was my first name,
how pretty.
but they had to go with the C's all around.
The next question was, if you could change your first name, what would you change it to?
I would be Janelle.
Janelle. That's great. Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Tejas, brothers.
I love Texas.
Yeah. Who did you look up to when you were growing up?
Ooh. Definitely my mom. I looked up to my mom the most. I always wanted to be just like my mom. My mom has been the like kindest, most patient mother ever, and she would literally give me anything that I ever needed. Of course, I looked up to my dad too, but just like as a female, I looked up to my mom the most. She's my best friend, my soulmate. But I also think that when I was younger, I looked up to our grandma. We call her Gaga. I looked up to her a lot. I wanted to be a teacher like her. So.
Yeah. What are your best characteristics, do you think? It's a hard question.
It is a hard question. My best characteristics, I would say, are my kindness. Because I really like being nice to people. It's like my favorite thing in the world. And then, this is going to sound insane because I'm not this with Harley, but my patience for other people. I think that I watched people around me be so impatient my whole life, and it really bothered me that I try to be really patient with other people, probably more patient than I should be. But at the same time, I'm also a very impatient person.
Yeah, it's like in different scenarios. You know, you guys know. I feel like everybody's kind of like that. Everybody like differs. What relative was important to you growing up, and why? I mean, like all of them were.
Obviously, my mom was important. My mom and my dad, obviously. My Gaga and my papa, so our grandparents, helped basically just raise all the grandkids.
Yeah,
like I stayed with them.
Always over there.
I stayed with them every day after school until I was 13. I spent all my summers with them. They are just great people. My grandpa passed away, but my grandma, like, they're just great people. They took care of us, and they had a little farm, and I loved all the animals, and so they of course made a huge impact on my life.
Yeah.
But then also, and I don't want my other relatives to get upset by this because you're all my favorite, but my Aunt Lisa and my Uncle Buddy, their house has always been an escape for me from like just when life is hard or just when I needed a vacation. And their house is one of my favorite places in the world. And my Aunt Lisa doesn't have kids, so she treats me like her daughter, and that's awesome. I love that I have like multiple moms.
Yeah.
And then my Uncle Buddy is just like the kindest person in the entire world. Like, he will literally give his shirt off his back for someone. Like, when people say that about people, I don't know that they always mean it, but I do when I'm talking about him.
Yeah.
Him and my dad are the hardest working people I have ever met in my life, and they just love their family so much.
Yeah, that's definitely like their number one is family.
And they work so hard, and they're just good old country boys. Mm-hmm. And they're definitely my favorites.
Yeah.
So, like, some of my favorite people in the world.
So I'm kind of skipping through a lot of these.
That's fine.
Because a lot of these are kind of like, what is one thing that you've never revealed to your parents? This is fine.
Are you ready for the intro?
Everybody.
Yeah. Rock your body. Mm-hmm. Alright, are you ready?